What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the brand new Bolt Fan Podcast. It's your boy Josh, and I'm here. This is episode number 36. Trevor is still out on his paternity leave with, obviously this is not a job where I'm paying him for it or nothing. So he's taking some time to be with his family. He's got paternity leave from his job, so he's enjoying time with his wife and his daughter. So super excited for him. First of all, I just want to give every episode until he's back, and even after he's back, just got to give him such a big shout out. First time parent. So yeah, super excited for him. Like I told y'all in the episodes in the prior, like make sure y'all give him some love in the comments, give him some parenting advice, any hacks, all that fun stuff. But today, let's dive into this episode number 36. I'm really looking forward to it. And here's where we're at. So I was up. It's almost 11 o'clock at night here in Arizona where I live. And my wife's up. She's rocking a baby to sleep right now. I'm up because I drank some caffeine too late, and now I'm up and ready to go. So just was sitting here like, man, I was watching this video that the Chargers posted today of Mike McDaniel at minicamp. And with that, I was sitting here like, man, I just wanted to watch. I wasn't even thinking about, what to record or concepts for the podcast. Just sitting here watching. I was like, man, as I'm watching, I was like, man, we should talk about this. And then I was sitting here, I'm like, you know what? I'm awake enough. And so I checked in with my wife, and she was like, you know what? I'm about to put this baby to sleep and start mopping floors. So we're up like psychopaths at 11 o'clock at night, even though we both got to work tomorrow. And so here we are, because I love y'all and I want to get y'all this video. So let's dive into this. So I want to play this video, and I'm going to share the screen and play the video. But I want to talk today about what Mike McDaniel really is going to bring to the offense. Like, most people watch this video and they're like, oh, Mike McDaniel's hilarious. This is a funny video, all that. But I watched this video and I saw a couple of things. I saw, number one, the way he talks to his players, the way he coaches them up. I love the way he seems like just the best teacher imaginable. Like, he's so smart and intelligent, but he's also relatable and he's a good teacher. So I was sitting here like, as a former athlete, like, man, I would have loved to play for this guy. Like, he's awesome. But then I got into the X's and O's and I started looking into some stuff, and I wanted to dive into what this means. And there's a few little details that even in this video you'll start to catch, and you'll realize, oh, he's doing something completely different. He's taking the concepts that Greg Roman and Jim Harbaugh tried to implement last year, but he's putting such a modern spin on them, and it's so good. And so I want to go through this and really break down. Maybe we have some football fans that are avid fans that know what all these personnel and packages mean and things like that. Maybe you're not. And so I'm just going to break down the basic level of it, of what this means and which players are on the field and personnel packages and how you can attack a defense because of it. So let's dive in right here. You got it right there. And boom, I think we're live. Share. There we go. Beautiful. Got it. All right. So we're going to watch this video. I'm going to full screen it right here. So it's very easy. And if there's an ad, I want to give you all a heads up now. I don't have YouTube Premium, so I might get an ad. I'll just cut that out and we'll keep it moving here. But that might happen. So if there's a little weird pause, that's probably what it was. So here we go. Let's dive in.
Love that, Trey. Oh, who wants to smoke? You're about to recognize some formations, bro. Oh, we're about to form you up.
So the first thing I want to hit on here, he's talking trash to the defense, making it a competitive practice. I love it. Earlier in the video is him and Derwin James jacking their jaws back and forth and going at each other a little bit, and all in good spirit, all in good fun. But it makes the practice environment competitive, which is awesome. So when he's making all these jokes, we're going to form you up. I was very curious. I was like, oh, that's a weird thing to say. But he's specifically talking about the formations. Y'all aren't going to be able to know what's coming because of how we're going to plan this thing out. Our formations are so good that we set ourselves up with an advantage. So it's funny, the thing he's talking trash about is literally the thing that is the most important thing of his offense. So these formations, these personnel packages are going to mean everything for this offense. So it's funny. It's a funny moment here. I wanted to show it. I started the video just a couple seconds earlier because I wanted to talk about this. Even his trash talk is about, look at how good my formations are. So that just tells you the importance of what we need to focus on here. So here we go.
You ain't gonna recognize any of this. Let's be proud of our.
Also, I do know this is a family-friendly channel. And so I do apologize. They bleep out all of his cuss words, but Mike McDaniel has a little bit of a mouth on him. So some of these you might hear some language. So I do apologize. Maybe don't watch this one with your kids. It's the only non-family friendly video we'll ever do. Probably you won't hear any cussing from me, but you might hear it on this video because I got to play this from McDaniel. So other than that, just want to keep it going. Last thing, that was just for the parents.
Operation. Okay.
Okay, let's back it up.
Let's you're about to.
Here we go.
We're about to form you up. You ain't gonna recognize any of this. Let's be proud of our operation. Okay. Let's really annoy these guys. Oh yeah. You better.
Well, I love this. Focus on the details. Let's be proud of our operation. Let's really annoy these guys. Let's be precise. That's what he's saying. Let's be detailed. Be proud of our operation. And I think back last year, one of the things everyone talked about in training camp last year for the Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams was great at throwing the football, but was bad at the operation. And so the first thing Ben Johnson came in and did, hey, let's be proud of our operation. And there's all kinds of stories about how he fixed the operation first. I love that McDaniels is starting. Hey, be proud of the operation. Let's make sure we're getting to the line properly. Let's make sure we're in the right formations. Let's get this thing detailed, keep it tight, and make sure we know what we're doing. So that's a big deal for this offense.
Formationally recognize this. Yeah. 12 personnel, left hash 7. 12 personnel.
Okay, so now let's get into some X's and O's. 12 personnel, left hash 7. So that just means they're on the left hash. I assume they're on the 7-yard line. That's what they're saying here. Unless that's a play call, and Justin Herbert might have a wristband, so he might be play 7. I'm not 100% sure what that means, but 12 personnel. So whenever you hear this, let me just explain this for the beginners out here and who don't understand all this. 12 personnel. First number is how many running backs are in the backfield. So it's a single back formation. So it's probably just Amari and Hampton back there. There's no fullback. There's no split back. There's nothing like that. So you're going to have 12 personnel. So he's going to be back there, and then you're going to have 2 tight ends. So this is a big deal. A lot of what you're going to hear is 12 personnel, 13 personnel, 21 personnel. We're looking to get bigger packages on the field because what we can do out of that is so multiple. When you have 2 tight ends and you have an Njoku and a Gadsden, they have no idea what's coming. You can run the ball with Hampton out of the backfield. You can play action. There's so many things that they can do from a 12 personnel. It's a heavy package. And when you get to 13 personnel, even heavier package. When you hear them talk about 21 personnel, that's so you're going to have a fullback. So Alec Ingold will come on the field and that personnel, and they're going to have 1 tight end. So these are the things that tells you. So first number is how many running backs are in the backfield. Second number is how many tight ends. Then you can assume based on that how many wide receivers are out, because you're going to have 5 offensive linemen and 1 quarterback. So you have 5 positions left to fill. So 1 personnel. So let's go 12 personnel like you just did. 12 personnel. You have 1 running back, 2 tight ends. So that gives me 9 players, which means I have 2 wide receivers out. So with that, you could bring one of the wide receivers in, make it a bunch formation. You split one out wide. You could put both the receivers on the same side. There's a million ways that this can go. And without seeing the play, I don't know the exact personnel. But the main thing I wanted to focus on here is everything is 12 personnel, which is big for the Chargers offense. All right, so here we go. Let's keep it rolling.
No, left hash 7. It's a good break, the collective break.
He's even talking to Harbaugh here. This is a good break. They got out of the huddle well. This is the thing. It's a good break. It's not just him being funny. Like, yes, we look at McDaniel as like not a serious guy because he's always making jokes. But right here, he's like, hey, that's a good break. It's the details of, hey, that's a good job breaking the huddle. That's how it's supposed to be. So he's very focused. If this is the same play, what you'll see here, that's number 9, that's Trey Harris. So if they're actually running a 12 personnel here, they've got Harris lined up in the slot, probably 2 tight ends in the slot, so it's probably a bunch formation, and then they've probably got Quentin Johnson or Ladd McConkey on the outside. One of them is going to be off the field in this situation. So that's what you got set up here. There's a lot you can do out of that formation, especially because Trey Harris is such a good blocker. The defense has no way to know if it's a run or a pass. So.
Sick. It's a good rep, man. 21 personnel, left hash 1-4.
So 21 personnel, left hash 1-4. So again, My guess here is that someone's got a playbook with like so Herbert's got a list of plays, and rather than calling out, the whole long play, he's just telling, hey, play 7, play 1-4. That's play 14. So that's my guess here. It could be that, hey, we're running this off the 14-yard line or whatever. But he said 21 personnel. So now once again, now in this play, you got Alec Ingold and a running back in the backfield. So you're in a heavy set personnel. 1 tight end, 2 out wide. So that's, again, lots of heavy packages here. First 2 plays that you see, heavy packages, and we love this because McDaniel can do so much out of it. Also, they're running heavy packages with lots of speed. Don't get it twisted. Rondé Gadsden can run. Keaton Mitchell can run. If Keaton Mitchell's your back, ton of speed. Alec Ingold can run. Like a lot of speed out of a heavy package, which is a really interesting combination that not a lot of teams have the personnel to be able to do. So I got to let this run a little bit more because I'm going to talk too long and make this video way too long. But here we go.
21 personnel, left hash, 1-4. You guys notice I always say single digits on double digits for enunciation purposes, so 1-1. Yeah. Yeah, we got him! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, man, it's funny. I love that.
Call what you want, bro. When we gonna get this? Will the receiver be like this in the backfield?
Oh, to take a that count in 2 days. Yeah, yeah. We're just getting to our timing motions right now. Yeah.
So let me break that down because I know there was a lot there. That was just, so the first part there, he was like, yeah, we got him. He was talking trash to the defense a little bit. That's fine. Just some funny stuff there. But there he's talking. You look at the numbers, you can see who he's talking to. Derwin James, number 3, Cam Hart, and 29, actually, I think is not Tarheeb still anymore because he's number 4 now. So I'm not sure who 29 is off the top of my head. I was about to say Tarheeb, but I think he changed his number. So anyway, so y'all let me know in the comments who 29 is. I could look that up, but probably not important right now. But these are blue shirts. They're talking to the defense. Obviously, on this day, you saw all the offense wearing white, defense wearing blue. That's how they're differentiating. So these are defensive guys that he's talking to. And Derwin James is saying, call what you want because we want to see it. Because whenever we are going to see receivers in the backfield and all this crazy stuff that you're doing, so go ahead, it's making us better. So Derwin James is literally like, yo, try to get me, try to get this defense because we're all getting better playing against you and that crazy mind of yours. Like, so that's my terms for it, but that's what DJ's saying there. So that's a big thing right there. Just cool to see, like, even he's the offensive coordinator, but the way he's helping the defense even is awesome. I love this guy. So here we go. We'll keep it moving.
Stay urgent. I love it, Sanjay. We're on that ass. Stay urgent. I know what we need. Oh, yeah, I know what the people need. That's the point.
One of the defensive guys, or I assume it was one of the defensive guys, just said, we're running out of heavy calls really quick. And he said, yeah, that's the point. So his whole thing here is he's like, look, I'm going heavy. I'm going heavy sets. I'm going to attack from these formations. This is what makes him great. He's literally saying, yeah, that's the point. When they mouthed off at him, yeah, that's the point. Like, I've thought through this. Like, dude, this guy's awesome, man. But he's thought through this. He has a plan of attack, and he's executing it. And then when they try to even talk trash, it's like, oh, y'all are running out. You're calling all your heavy sets early. Oh, that's the point. Because now when I run stuff late off of that and you're set up for this, I've now played a chess match and I set you up in the first quarter, second quarter for something I'm trying to hit you big in the third and the fourth. So this is what he's so good at his job, man. But that's what really got me and made me be like, oh, there's a plan here. I need to talk about this because there's a plan here. This is great coaching. He's not just trying to win one play. He's not trying to get a touchdown on one play. He is playing a chess match, trying to set teams up in June and July for something he may not pull out of his bag until November. Like, that's what makes him great at his job. So here we go. We'll keep it moving.
I love the banter. When are people going to realize I don't give a until the next rep? 3rd and 10. Let's go, level. Hey, let's go, you want to be a nickel? I don't care. Let's go 12.
So the first one he said, hey, 3rd and 10, 11. That's 11 personnel. So we're going to spread it out a little bit. So this is another cool thing. We got it in the bag. We're doing a lot of heavy calls, but don't worry. We got the 11 personnel in our bag just the same. 11 personnel. So we don't know the calls and the plays he's running right now, which we don't need to. And that's, because if we could get it, anyone could get it and the other teams would have it and things like that. So, but he's calling 11 personnel on 3rd and 10, which means 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers out wide. We got a plan. So this is a clear passing set. And we're going to have that, we're going to have that in our bag as well. So I love that. But then he looks at a defensive player. It might have been Chris O'Leary. You can't tell. He goes, hey, you want to be a nickel? He's telling him like, hey, I'll call something so that you can be in whatever you want to be. Oh, I don't care. Cool. Put me back in 12. He goes right back. All right, good. If you don't care, and because he was asking, this is the thing where he's trying to help the defense. Hey, what do you need to be in? What do you need to work on? When they said they don't care, he goes, all right, I want my go-to. Put me back in 12 personnel. This is what I'm loving. A lot of 12. Expect to see a lot of David Njoku and a lot of Aronde Gadsden and a lot of Charlie Kohler. You're going to see a lot of these guys because they're going to run 12 and 13 personnel. When he has the option, this is his go-to. This is the default button right here. So expect that this season.
Yeah. Yeah. No! Remember that sick play where the snap didn't work? All right, let's go move the ball to formation rec.
Move the ball, Rick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. Ready? Coming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We're moving the ball.
McDaniel's hype.
Oh, so be like me is what you're saying. Be like me. You're saying be like me? Got it.
Hey, turn
Because-
3. 1, 2, 3. Chargers. One-quarter finisher. Good work, money.
Right? You proud of him?
Go.
Hey.
What's up?
I had a down block tackle pull in that period against you, and I changed it because I was like, I don't really want to poke the bear like that. That's the most annoying shit I've ever heard of.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So, all right. So now we can shut all this down. This is cool stuff for fans and all that, just watching them behind the scenes and pulling the curtain back. But the main thing I wanted to focus on tonight is understanding this offense. Like, understand this offense is not last year's offense. Anybody who's looking at the Chargers the same this year, we have 2 major upgrades where we went from one of the worst in the league at a position to a top 5, top 10 guy at the position. Those 2 positions are center from Bradley Bozeman to Tyler Biotish, who's a top 10 guy. And then the second one is play caller, offensive coordinator. We went from Greg Roman to Mike McDaniel. And so those 2 upgrades change everything for us. If you watch this entire video, here's the crazy part. The thing I love here as well. I would recommend, if you're a fan of the Chargers, go watch the whole video. Super entertaining, a lot of fun. I broke down the X's and O's and the more serious stuff. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of banter. But one of the things I loved early in the video, Harbaugh and McDaniel are sitting there talking about, hey, you know who the guy who we're most impressed with? Tyler Biotish. They kept saying, Tyler. They're talking about Biotish. And he was saying, and McDaniel said to him, I was excited about him before I got him in here, and he's exceeded my expectations. So I'm telling y'all, we got a guy at center who changes the game, and we got a guy at offensive coordinator that changes the game. So many people are focused on what does this competition look like at left guard? What we need to focus on, we improved massively at center and play caller. That is such a game changer for us. I hope the offensive guard competition is going well. I watched Harbaugh's presser, and he said it is going very well. And, as we get pads on, people start to separate, and there'll be a clear-cut starter. So all that's in the works. But, man, don't focus on the bad here. Focus on this. Like I did the short. I was talking about Cole Strange. Everyone's focused on Cole Strange. Everyone's focused on Coyote Awashika. Everyone's focused on Jake Slaughter. The improvements we need to know, like, why is this season different than last? Tyler Biotish, Mike McDaniel. That's it. All right, so we're going to be in good shape. This offense is going to be amazing. I'm super excited for this offense. And frankly, we might need it. I mean, I know, Harbaugh did a great job hyping up Chris O'Leary, but he's still a first-time play caller. He, was calling plays at Western Michigan. I don't know how much that translates to having to go up against Andy Reid and Sean Payton in your division. And Clint Kubiak from now as well. Those are 3 really good offensive minds. So tough assignment for O'Leary, but yeah, man, we're looking good. This offense is going to be the separator for this team. We will have a much better offense. Take it to the bank. We're not putting up 3 points in a playoff game. Not with McDaniel. So y'all let me know what you think of this. Am I tripping, or is there more that I didn't even unpack in this? Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. And with that being said, we love y'all. We will see y'all very soon. Peace out. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bolt up.